How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners. My name's Markiplier. Okay, no it's not. Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great video here on The Savior Show. That's right, welcome back with your boy, The Savior. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, please consider subscribing. Go down below and just hit subscribe. It's really simple, and you have no idea how much that would mean to me. It really would mean the world. And consider checking out my music on Spotify and on my YouTube, Bandcamp. Support it, download it. Thank you very much. This channel is not like anything else on YouTube, okay? We expose all of the BS. We make fantastical original content. Become a member today and you will get extra content and shoutouts and any kind of promotion that you want for yourself, and it would really help support me. So today, boys, what am I discussing? Well, I'm glad you asked, okay? I'm discussing The Walking Dead Season 11 and why I think The Walking Dead Season 11 sucks. Why I think The Walking Dead Season 11 is bad after Rick died, okay? A lot of people don't care about The Walking Dead anymore, and I think that's fair enough. But The Walking Dead has been stale for far longer than just Rick's death, okay? It's been stale for so many seasons, okay? So let me just give you a little bit of backstory as to why The Walking Dead sucks, okay? And why The Walking Dead needs to stop. Why The Walking Dead Season 11 is the worst Walking Dead season to ever exist, and it is the finale. It's the big grand wizard finale, okay? And we're gonna have Gandalf come in, okay? And he's just gonna come at the end all over everyone in the grand finale. You know, it's gonna be fireworks, it's gonna be magical, okay? For Walking Dead really will be just magic. The downfall of the Walking Dead TV show has actually been happening for many years, okay? Because The Walking Dead has gone on for 10 goddamn years. 10 years, okay? I was a goddamn child, pretty much, when I started watching The Walking Dead. I was a teenager anyway. Crazy how long this has been going on, okay? So let me break down as to why The Walking Dead needs to end, why it needs to stop. I was a massive fan of The Walking Dead. I watched The Walking Dead for a very long time. I stopped watching after Glenn had his brains turned inside out, okay? And that's not because I was upset that they just got rid of Glenn in such a dirty fashion. I was just losing massive amounts of interest by that point. So let me tell you why the formula of The Walking Dead has already failed. So first of all, okay, it's been 10 years, and in 10 years, okay, zombies have become so oversaturated within the media, within gaming, movies, within TV shows, within all entertainment. Zombies have just become a massive thing, and it's just been completely overblown, and everybody is pretty much tired of zombies at this point, okay? They're not scary anymore, and I don't find them scary. When I see a zombie game or when I watch a zombie movie, I never feel frightened, and that is such a shame because these are walking, decaying corpses. If it's not scary or if it's not threatening in the slightest, okay? If it doesn't feel scary, if it doesn't feel frightening, you've lost all the believability, and it just ceases to have an effect when zombies, okay, or walkers, whatever you want to call them, have just become so oversaturated in the last decade. And that is a major reason why I feel like The Walking Dead is not that interesting anymore. Number two is zombie entertainment, zombie TV shows, okay, follow a similar pattern. They all follow similar story arcs, okay, which is a group of survivors band together to try and live in this crazy world. They try and seek shelter, and then finally when they do have shelter, it either gets invaded or the survivors get attacked by zombies or by other humans, and they have to have a massive fight, and usually the home gets destroyed and they have to move to a new location. And this has happened now so many times in The Walking Dead, where they, you know, set up camp in the farm, in the prison, in a little town, whatever, okay? And then a threat comes in. It can either be the walkers, the zombies, or other humans, and they have to move out. And yeah, that is engaging to begin with. Sorry, I've been watching too much for Walking Dead and Rick and Morty to try and do these reviews, and it's just melted my brain because Jesus Christ, no wonder the masses of people are completely dumb. No wonder that most of the population in the West is completely just brain dumb. It's completely mentally divergent, I should be saying, because it's a progressive 2021 world now and have very tiny brains, okay? Because if this is the kind of garbage that people are consuming on a daily basis, no wonder we don't have any intellectual people left on this planet actually asking real questions and creating things to actually progress humanity. I mean, Jesus Christ, people, this is just complete garbage. All zombie entertainment, movies, TV shows, games follow the same kind of pattern where they just have to find a shelter and they have to defend it, and that is engaging, and that is what it would be like if you lived in a zombie apocalypse type world and situation. But when you see this happen over and over and over again, it ceases to have an effect on you when it just happens over and over again. And yeah, the characters are supposed to be the meat and potatoes of this show, okay? And yes, I am British, okay? I'm sorry. You have to excuse my British accent when I say potatoes. The characters should be engaging, and they are, okay? In The Walking Dead, for the first couple of seasons, The Walking Dead, for the first couple of seasons, had such an engaging cast of characters and such a different group of characters, and they were all really interesting. The problem is, okay, is the characters start getting really boring and stale if they don't have any kind of development. And The Walking Dead, to begin with, was really good at having character development and different story arcs and stuff like that to keep you engaged, having different groups and having different, story arc A and story arc B. But then it just became a muddled mess and they had way too much going on. The characters got just completely ridiculous, and then you kill off major characters, and then you're just left with the side characters who no one cares about. So why the hell would you keep watching when pretty much there's only a few main characters left that no one really cares about that much, when all of the main characters are pretty much gone? And it just feels like they're doing it for shock value, for the sake of views and for the sake of ratings, because, there's so much plot armor of these main characters. They have survived so many crazy situations, and then they just die off just because, they want to have a massive, shock value effect, like they did with Glenn. And the villains, okay, the same thing with the villains, okay, like the governor and Deegan, or whatever the hell his name is, the guy with the baseball bat. They are basically the same person, okay? The governor at least had some kind of character to him, but the new villain basically just seemed like a comic book character. It doesn't have an effect if you just get rid of a major character. It all depends on how you get rid of these major characters. The way they got rid of some of the major characters like Rick and Glenn in The Walking Dead was just really sloppy and lazy. The third reason why The Walking Dead sucks and why The Walking Dead needs to stop: The Walking Dead Season 11 will be bad. I guarantee it, because I'm just not invested, I'm not interested anymore. And if you're still watching after 10 years, then hey, that's great for you, and I hope you enjoy it. This is just my personal opinion, and I know a lot of fans do agree with me because the ratings speak for themselves. The Walking Dead was massively popular, and now pretty much only a fraction percentage of the original audience actually watch it, okay? So like I said, the idea of zombies and zombie apocalypse type entertainment, that's getting stale, okay? Number two is how they deal with the characters and with the plot armor and just getting rid of major characters for shock value. That really sucks, okay? Number three, okay, is the story arcs and all of that stuff just feels so repetitive now. We've seen it all before so many times, and it just ceases to have an effect. Number four is the change in writing and the change in the creative process of making The Walking Dead. Now, this has been going on for 10 goddamn years. There's over 140 episodes, okay, of The Walking Dead, and they have had so many changes within the production of The Walking Dead that it's just ridiculous. That is why I think Rick and Morty sucks now, is because the change in writing and the change in staff and the team. Because funny enough, if you're working on something, it builds up a character because you have those people working on it. You have those people writing for the show. And when the writing changes, when the direction changes so often, which with The Walking Dead, it's changed so many times, it just becomes really sloppy and disconnected. Having different people make the show, funny enough, makes the show very different and feel very different. Some episodes might feel very serious, some just feel like a goddamn superhero action film. And, The Walking Dead just got very, very stale, in my opinion. The story just got really old. What made The Walking Dead great to begin with, okay, was the characters, was the relationships, this realistic approach to a zombie apocalypse and surviving. But when you've done that too many times, it just becomes stale. You need to make a new type of story arc. And that is why the best thing from the Walking Dead franchise, in my opinion, has been the Telltale series games, because they were amazing, you know, the first 2 seasons, I mean, because the same thing pretty much happened with that. You know, it's just basically these companies, these TV production companies and corporations, they just become so greedy. They just want to make more and more money. If they see something successful, then they're just going to keep on making the same garbage. And that is why I hate, you know, that's why I hate bigger companies and corporations, because they don't have a soul. You know, that's why you should support independent movies and TV shows and all that kind of stuff, because, you know, smaller teams actually care about what they're making. They are actually doing it for the creative pursuit, not just for chasing ratings, okay? So those are the 4 reasons why The Walking Dead Season 11 sucks and why it's not worth watching. I mean, it's just so crazy. You know, they do the same thing with Star Wars and pretty much every IP now. It just becomes regurgitated content, a lot like a lot of YouTubers. And, you know, I did already make this type of video with The Walking Dead, The World Beyond, whatever, okay? I never tackled the main series, and a lot of people did enjoy that video, so I thought, hey, I would just cover it since the new season of The Walking Dead Season 11 is coming out very soon, and why I think it's not worth watching, okay? So those are the 4 reasons why. Now, I mean, there have been so many Walking Dead type things. There have been so many different types of The Walking Dead now, with Fear the Walking Dead, with The Walking Dead World Beyond, with goddamn 11 seasons of The Walking Dead, with all of these different games and, you know, goddamn garbage mobile games and all of this stuff. You know, it's just a complete cash cow, and obviously the characters just feel so hollow and empty now, so I have no idea why people are still watching. But hey, if you are, then enjoy it. But I personally think it's gone completely downhill, and yeah, that's why we need to boycott all of these regurgitated type of TV shows where they just squeeze and milk something so much, like Luke Skywalker just holding on to that alien titty. Disney and all of these TV production companies, and the same people with AMC and all of this stuff, and all of these companies, they only care about money, okay? And it's just terrible to watch. It's just so sad, because it was actually, originally, The Walking Dead was actually so interesting to watch to begin with. And now it's just so sad, because, you know, seeing characters that I used to actually care about and now just not caring about them whatsoever, it just kind of leaves you feeling hollow and done dirty. And, you know, they just really need to learn from their mistakes. It's quality, not quantity. And yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions on The Walking Dead Season 11 and why The Walking Dead Season 11 sucks. So let me know yours down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.